UBC, inspiring Uganda.
I'm Global Peace Ambassador Kambula Milton, the President of Global Peace Foundation, an international organization that promotes an innovative values-based approach to peace building and education transformation, leadership development, environmental stewardship, and strengthening families across the world. Basically, it's looking at seeing the future, seeing it from now. And so what is required for us to draw our actions and attention to behaviors and the models that can help the population unite for peace, but also for development. And that requires a new civilization of Ubuntu, of living for greater good. These were African concepts. But because of colonization and the other mixed intervention that came, negatively influencing our cultures and traditions. So Ugandans must right now unite towards a new civilization of peace, of patriotism, of Ubuntu, of service, of volunteerism. You know, we used to love one another, and the concept of you are because of me, I am because of you, died, and that's what will build the foundation of a new Uganda, which will pave way for a new nation that has peace, that has economic stability, that can be a model for the world. We have opened peace clubs in schools, in communities, to nurture and inculcate, cultivate the vision of, regardless of tribe, regardless of religions, regardless of the different gender, male and female, regardless of race, you know, recognizing that truly we are one family under God. We are operating in 52 nations, and in Uganda we have a chapter here. And we are organizing Ugandans, mobilizing them to recognize that they are interconnected. They are brothers and sisters, grandchildren of Adam and Eve. And so they have to appreciate that they can work together and build strong companies and build a nation they call home. And so by doing so, we are opening peace clubs all over the country. We are in Rwenzori region, where all religious organizations and religious leaders are working together to neutralize tribalism, religious and cultural clashes, by making sure kings work together in Uganda, in Rwenzori region, to unite their people. All religious leaders not to work to divide the people, but to unite God's people towards God's kingdom. And so that is our core element of even going to the families, teaching parents that, hey, peace begins at home. The father is the leader who must inculcate peaceful culture in their wives, in their children. And so this vision is going to enable us build a greater Uganda, a united Uganda, a peaceful Uganda. So we are also working with the leaders, political leaders, with the heads of state across the world. And so here we thank the President of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, whom we are meeting every year by sharing our outcomes in communities on environmental actions, by planting trees. We are planting millions of trees, but we are not just planting. We are saying our future of Uganda is in an enabling environment where we have clean air, you understand. So we are giving young people the culture to live for the sake of the environment. That's why he has been our stewardship, a steward leader, an exemplary leader when it comes to regional peace and stability. So every year we meet him and we share what we have been doing based on his guidance. And so he has stabilized the region. He has stabilized Rwanda. You know what used to happen in Rwanda, the genocide. So he has been the father, one of the founding fathers of Rwanda. He has been the founding father of the nation of Somalia by bridging peace, peace building bridges in Somalia. Look at South Sudan. Look at even Sudan is right now a leader who's negotiating for peace. Look at Democratic Republic of Congo. He's there stewarding and leading peace processes in the Great Lakes. Look in Kenya. He has had great effort to stabilize Kenya by working with the leaders in Kenya. Not only that, even in the Middle East, Iraq, Afghanistan. So President Museveni has done really great job in the Great Lakes region, but he is now a respected leader on the continent of Africa by responding to peace building missions and peace building initiatives in West Africa, North Africa, South Africa. You know that. So I must say that as we draw closer to elections, we must not forget the vision that we have had for 40 years that has ushered in the different companies to step up, to open and start manufacturing and start trading with other countries. Other countries are coming to trade with Uganda. Investors have started coming. Tourism has started opening up. So we must say that peace is the foundation for economic prosperity, is the foundation for national transformation. So in this period, as we draw to elections, every Ugandan must know that politics should not divide us. And so it is our time to only vote those leaders that appreciate this vision of uniting Ugandans towards peace, towards reconciliation, towards dialogue. This is the period. Do not vote someone whose manifesto, whose mouth cannot call for peace. Peace in the families, peace amongst ourselves, peace amongst religions, peace and collaboration between and amongst kingdoms. And that should go to education. That's why we work with education as our pillar to prepare the next generation of leaders, of innovative entrepreneurs, of parents. And so it's such a beautiful organization. And the work we are doing is to work with teachers to make sure they teach character education, to prepare young people, millions of young people, to demonstrate what we call the 21st century competencies, employable skills, because the 21st century employer wants them. He's no longer interested in certificates, but competencies that will help the young people graduate with jobs and values. That means the Uganda we want tomorrow is guaranteed. I want to greet my sister, Dr. Grace, and even Kedres, the new PES, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education and the Director of National Curriculum Development Center, and the many hundreds of teachers and head teachers that we have worked with. And I want in a special way greet and thank Mama, the First Lady, our Minister of Education, Janet Katam Museveni. We have worked with all these leaders. We have had great collaborations and partnerships, and we worked together and launched the new curriculum, which is competency-based curriculum, preparing learners beyond the classroom, but to the workplace environment. What is the 21st century work environment look like? They want an innovator. They want someone who is entrepreneurial. They want someone who can communicate. They want to have a worker and someone who can create a job and who can solve problems, who can integrate and think global and act local and solve problems. So basically I must say that the new competency-based curriculum is the hope of Uganda. And so Parliament need to draw their attention and prioritize, increase the budget and policy reviews so that Uganda's future is anchored on this curriculum, but must begin from nursery to the secondary to the university. We no longer want to graduate with the mindset of looking for jobs, but with the character that is credible enough to end corruption and misuse of public finance, but also to have the skills with the hands and the brains to develop and turn our minerals into computers, into vehicles, into go into agro industrialization. And so we are able to turn Uganda into a donor country than a begging country, that we can become self-sustaining. The old one used to produce job seekers, and the new one is going to turn around our children to become job creators. Kira Motors, for example, Uganda has started manufacturing cars. You know that, buses. And that is the work of the new curriculum. We are turning around our fertile soils into agricultural centers, value addition, turning tomatoes into tomato sauce. So we are going to look into these supermarkets, 90+%. We are going to see all products in our supermarkets manufactured from Uganda. And I like the idea of the PDM, for example, of the president. And that's where the turnaround image is going to come from, because of the fact that the Ugandans have consumed the right curriculum, means turning their food crops, the fruits, and all these things around, the minerals, the oils, and everything, the furniture, everything. We are going to make ourselves all these things. So that is the example of ending poverty, ending unemployment. We cannot talk about unemployment in the 21st century. We have to talk about limited manpower. That would be really something that we can talk about. Uganda has the youngest population in the world, but it is the most blessed nation in the world, with the best climate, with the best fertile soils, with the best freshest water in the world, with the best tourism opportunities. Look everything in Uganda is, but what we have been looking and missing is the new curriculum that can turn the 45 million Ugandans into engine and potential for transformation. We have had an engagement preparing young people to become the engine for the future of the country. I'm talking about millions of young people. We have trained them to have the new vision that regardless of our tribes and religions and where we come from, we are one family under God. The country needs a vision, and this vision needs to be planted in the young people, in the parents, in the leaders. We have done that. Two, we have also organized families, millions of families, to become the cornerstone, the engine, the vibration, the hope of Uganda, so that the parents can become the hope of the country by inculcating character and morals and cultural values in their children, so it will be able to end corruption in the long term. And so when we have these ongoing programs in the families, because you must know, we did not have institutions of government established to train parents on how to nurture children. Global Peace Foundation has come out to train the parents on how to do their complementary role. Women not to compete with their husbands, and husbands not to beat their wives. And so that has been the issue of domestic violence. We have brought it down in the country, and so we have hope that the man loving his wife and the wife becoming submissive to her husband, and the two working together, not to become busy at the risk of their children. So we are having hope that having a new parent, a quality parent in Uganda, we will have a new child who will go to school and be graduate with morals, but also the skills the nation needs. On the economy, we have set up what we call the Global Business Forum. And I thank the business players in the country. We have Dr. Manu Chandaria from Kenya. This is our Africa regional patron. We have Shumuk, we have even Rupareria, Dr. Rupareria Sudhir. We thank you, sir. We have all other investors, local but also international. And we are drawing investors to come in the country to trade with Uganda. We are also promoting Uganda's tourism potential, and it has increased. Many people are coming to tour Uganda, and they are investing in industrialization, value addition, and also our manufacturing sector is increasing. Young people are now learning how to create even products. We have what we call the leadership and entrepreneurship hubs in schools and also in communities to enable and prepare and empower the young people to now produce products that are going to the markets, that we have done very, very well. And it is in line with our the strategic plan 4, which is out. The SDGs, we have worked to achieve them very frankly. We have done well on education for all, prosperity, on environment, on human rights and dignity, and we have also achieved milestones on committing leaders, sir. We have nurtured and trained thousands of leaders. Our model is anchored on moral and innovative leadership. And so in 2018, we brought 2,500 cross-sector leaders, committing them to sign the Kampala Peace Declaration. The president signed, King Oyo signed, all these private sector leaders signed, the CEOs, religious leaders signed, the political party leaders signed. What was there in this declaration? To make sure leaders, the leaders in the country, but also in the region, commit to peace, to integrate the component of peace in their work methods. Uganda, quite frankly, is talking about youth unemployment. To us as Global Peace Foundation, our chairman is emphasizing the potential of Uganda as a womb and the future of the world. We are the influencers of the world, and everyone is coming here because they already know Uganda is the center of the next game plan. So some people who talk about youth unemployment, to me, it's wrong to talk about it. It's just lack of a vision, lack of leadership that can turn around youth potential into engine for national transformation. So here we are talking about now opening leap hubs, preparing young people, mentoring them, training them that, hey, God gave you the brain. He gave you a talent. Everyone has got that. So use your potential, your energy, and your inspiration as a young person to create yourself opportunity to solve problems. These problems are youth opportunities. So we are creating that mindset first, because it begins with the mindset. And so we are adding on a new civilization of peace, of living for the greater good, not living for their own stomachs. So they are going to communities, identifying problems of the communities and turning them into opportunities to create jobs. So many of them are going into recycling. Many of them are opening small businesses right now. We have a young man called Mr. Daniel Kayemba. I thank him. He has won international awards, and he's leading, quite frankly, many young people. They have set up a company already, and they are turning kavera, plastic, all these kavera into recyclable materials. So they are making chairs. If you have gone to Sheraton Hotel, you will see those chairs in their compound. They are turning around food. They call them food processing. They are turning mangoes into juice. They are turning tomatoes into tomato sauce. Many of them are now going into coffee plantation. They are planting coffee and they are adding value for export. Many of them have gone into fishing. So frankly, the young people need mentors. And the country, everyone who calls himself a leader, a religious leader, or a political leader, or a civil society leader, every young person that is in front of you is an opportunity, is more than gold. So we are doing it intentionally, putting emphasis, and I call upon the president. This is 2026, coming into elections. I see Kyagulanyi, I see all these political leaders that are coming on the platform, seeking for political office. Do not waste our time. We want a clear agenda on the future of the young people, because these are they are the futures of the world. They are our foundation. So you must have clear framework to turn them to become billionaires, to turn them into peace builders. So that's the work we are doing, and we want to accelerate it so that Uganda do not talk about problems. Uganda has no problems. Our problem is to turn around our opportunities into a very strong GDP, into the strongest economy. So we can even become the superpower on culture. I am actually disappointed in people thinking that top leaders are the only ones that create change. Change begins with you. It begins with you spiritually. What's your connection with God? Because without it, you will not have a clear vision even for your own life. So begin with a relationship with your God. And so God will give you a vision. Say, from today you can be a head of state. From today I want you to be a billionaire. You're going to change. You're going to bring peace in that community. Begin with yourself, because the top leaders reflect the quality of the population. So if drunkards vote, they will equally vote their own drunkard. If witch doctors vote, they will vote their own witch doctors. Criminals will vote for their own criminals. So this hullabaloo of thinking the top will change and then change begins from down. The world is moving into artificial intelligence, the power of technology, the power of teamwork and collaboration. The US, when it is in war, it calls upon its alliances to fight for a war, a common war. Who is the friend of you in your home? Do you have potential to call 100 billionaires to fight your war in your family, to end poverty? As a country called Uganda, how many alliances, how many friends do we have that have a guarantee that will help us end poverty, industrialize our economy? So time has come to appreciate that teamwork, collaboration, partnership, collective response on climate change, response to ending poverty, disease. How can we depend on pharmaceutical industries whose medicine is continuing to be manufactured from India, China, United States, Canada, yet we have the indigenous trees in our country that can produce for us every medicine we want? This must end, and we are saying Global Peace Foundation is here in the country to help Uganda build national transformation anchored on a new civilization of peace, a new civilization of shared values of Ubuntu, living for greater good, love, dialogue, peace, service. Can you imagine volunteerism, trust? That will become a bridge, a vehicle for enabling everyone live for the sake of the other and say, hey, my brother, I think we can open a business together, a company together. They will not look at your tribes. They will not look at your religions, but the potential to be able to love one another and trust each other. And through that, the country will get the tax it requires to fix the roads, to bring the railway. But this thing of begging the global north to add us more grants and donations must end. Today we must be the ones actually donating to the global north, which is in war. Do you understand? We should Uganda, because it has an ancient civilizational level, a strong, rich culture. We are the ones supposed to teach the global north about the essence and the importance of family, extended family values. It's us who still know about God. So Uganda should be exemplary. And when a new leadership stands up with this civilization, with this vision, then you'll have a country that can walk the walk of building from the roots to the world. I want to thank UBC and the Star TV and the nation of Uganda and the government of Uganda. I want to say thank you. Your Excellency, Mr. President, I want to thank you. And 3 weeks ago, we were in a meeting with you and you hosted us with our international leaders. I want to say thank you. And we discussed about much of these things being integrated in his manifesto. But also to allow us also sell these ideas to other leaders in other political parties and other religions. He actually guided us and gave us motivation that we are doing the right thing to unite Ugandans. I want to thank our partners, the Global Peace Women, the Global Peace Youth. We have the Global Peace Youth Leaders Corps, which has come and they are supporting us, the Family Peace Association. I want to thank Grant Thornton. I want to thank the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Public Service, the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, the Interreligious Council of Uganda, and the Council of Presidents. We thank all of you. We thank the IGAD, East African Community. We thank you. We thank the United Nations, all of you. And to be sincere, I have to say, God, thank you, because He's the master. He's the one who makes these things happen. We have transformed millions of Ugandans, from the families to the schools, from communities. We want to say, please, you can forget everything I've said today. Do not forget this point, that we are one family under God. And so the moment you appreciate that He's my brother, He's my sister, then the next thing, I will not hurt him. I'll love him. I'll lift him. I'll invest in him. I'll not hate him. Then it means that then you can sit on a round table as political parties, as religions, as families, as communities, and build a vision you want to share in. A vision that you have will not be fulfilled if it is not embraced by everyone. So you are because of me. I am because of you. And then it means we can live for the sake of the other and be able to make our families realize a new civilization of peace and become stewards of environment, stewards of peace, and stewards of God's kingdom on the earth. The last message, my advice to Ugandans as we go to elections, I want to see this election becoming another different type of elections. No violence, no killings, and more peace. And I call upon every Ugandan, please listen to them. Just listen to them. And so you make a decision, not based on just your personal interest of the stomach. No, because the stomach has been already covered. God gave you the family. You are still alive. You have so you just focus on a government, on the leaders that can bring you better roads, better medicine in those hospitals, who can build infrastructure of schools and give you quality education that confronts the future, that visualizes and prepares you, our children, for a bright future. I must say that vote peacefully, campaign peacefully. Electoral Commission, I salute you, but one thing I would like you to do, please prepare Ugandans with civic responsibility. Teach them how to vote, and who's a quality leader, who's a good leader. They don't know. Ugandans don't know qualities of a good leader. So this is the time religious leaders go preach peace, unite. Don't just be in your isolated boxes of Catholic, Muslim, Protestant, SDA, Orthodox. No, this is the time for you to unite and preach peace. And I thank you. May God bless our kings. Our kings work together and unite our people. We thank you. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you. For those interested for more information and more education, those of you who want to really, please, my name once again is Global Peace Ambassador Kambula Milton. Kambula Milton, the president of Global Peace Foundation. You can reach me direct by phone call, +256. Those of you who are outside the country, those of you who are here, 078 55 84 971. My email is M means Milton, but it's just M, Kambula at globalpeace.org. Our website is www.globalpeace.org. Our offices are on plot 79 Luthuli Avenue, Bugolobi, in Kampala. Our head office is in Washington, D.C. in the United States. We have offices in Seattle, in Korea, Seoul. We are also in Brazil, Paraguay, India, in Nigeria, in Kenya, Tanzania, Kenya, everywhere, in every part of the world, but preaching the word of peace. This is the time of peace. May God bless you. This is the time. Go and visit your neighbor. Let us rise children of goodness. Let's be good parents. Let's be good leaders. After all, we only spend a few years here. We are going to be answerable to God. May God bless you for God and my country, Uganda.
UBC inspires.